Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And he's tackled after the catch. Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
He can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. And the Red Raiders will line up now. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14.
That makes the score. Texas Tech 21, Georgia 14.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. And now the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You could almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
And this pass is on target. Caught. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it again. And they get the completion. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. And the Bulldogs looking to run some tempo here. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down after that completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick catch. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
I tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That ball snagged for a completion. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. And it's caught on the crossing pattern.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Red Raiders come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Finds his man, has the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And the defense able to bring him down. That should just about do it for this first half of play. The field goal is good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick this away to begin the second half. And it's fielded. The returner trying to create a big play here. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Wheeler. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs. Set up with a PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody.
Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Well, I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Looking for the wideout. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Man, this game is so BS, dog. Like, damn, dog. They just leave the man's free release on the damn inside. Like, I'm pressing inside coverage. And
starting a new series
shit,
here
boy.
on 1st and 10.
The game's so BS.
And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. Breaking free at midfield. Tackled, but first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They've been great on 4th down so far today. 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he chops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking right. This one caught. Unleashes the stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Grab behind the line. It's Wheeler. And he shoved out of bounds to the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Crucial third down play right here. Looking to chuck it again. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a
Gosh, this damn team's so damn scared. Oh, gosh. Shit, man. I'm sitting there watching it, man. He throws it straight to him. I give away a game every freaking day by foolishness right like this, man. It's crazy.
Ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach
Just sitting there
coaches
and I
about
throw.
maybe giving him
Oh,
some reps as a
that's my
returner
stupid
after that
move.
touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Georgia, 21.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20. The kick team grabs the ball all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
Touchdown, Texas Tech. Number 43 with the return.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Empty set now, 5 wide. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. The Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
They look to throw it here on second down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his team...
And looking for a big play here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Third down, out of the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in this second half. Probably limited opportunities.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Well, now that we're in this second half, Chris, you're limited on how many possessions you can get to get back into this game. And I think they needed to get something to get them going. Now you steal back some momentum. Let's see what they can do with this.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The Dogs hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. It tests the middle but gets stuck. That run goes nowhere.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
We're trying to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They bring him down after a short return with a takeaway. The 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And they'll use the ground game here. That one moves the ball to the 16.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas Tech 38, Georgia 35.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Texas Tech.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, And the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The short completion to the tight end. Just trucks the man. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is why this quarterback goes to this tight end. His size and his athletic ability. The soft hands to make the catch. But, Chris, this is what separates him from other tight ends in the country. Look at him after the catch, breaking tackles and picking up more yardage.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And the Red Raiders bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And here comes a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Caught in the backfield. It's Wheeler. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Dogs. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. And now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Red Raiders hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. The offense really clicking here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. It could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss.
That is the absolute worst thing to do right now in this situation. Working with the lead, you stop the clock and you lose yardage. That's not a recipe for success late in the game. You've got to be able to find a way to keep the ball in bounds while keeping it on the ground.
And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Can he take it all the way?
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. There's contact on the throw. He's got his man wide open. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they heave it deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Oh, and the football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Well, they had everything that they wanted here late in the game. The ball in their hands, quarterback that can make plays, everything you want with a chance to take the lead and potentially win the game, and they fumble it away. Instead, the pressure now is on their own defense to come up with a big play to try to get the ball back.
And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He stays alive. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. A smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Dogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch is made down the middle. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to throw it on first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep his scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, what a great job. What a celebration by this offense. They work so hard to get it close enough. They punch it in behind that offensive line, and now they've got the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Going after, not right through. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And he fields it inside the 15. And he steps out of bounds, but that's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Checks this down to the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And that turnover will finish the football game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger.